Bible presents a fairly clear stance on sexual activity before marriage, framing sexual intimacy as something intended to be enjoyed within marriage. This viewpoint is primarily based on passages that discuss purity, holiness, and the sanctity of marriage as a covenant. Here are some key principles. Sexual purity and holiness. The Bible encourages believers to live pure lives, aligning with the idea that sexual relations are sacred and to be kept within marriage. For example, in 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5, Paul writes, "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality, that each one of you know how to control his own body in holiness and honor, not in the passion of lust like the Gentiles who do not know God." Marriage as a sacred covenant. Passages such as Hebrews 13:4 emphasize marriage as the rightful place for sexual expression, saying, "Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous." The concept of becoming one flesh. Genesis 2:24 presents the idea that when a man and woman marry, they become one flesh, which many interpret as referring to the intimate and exclusive bond intended within marriage. Paul reiterates this idea in 1 Corinthians 6:18-20, stating that sexual immorality is a sin against one's own body, which is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Adultery and faithfulness. The 10 Commandments in Exodus 20:14 forbid adultery, which traditionally has been understood as any form of sexual infidelity or impurity. This commandment reinforces the sanctity of marriage and exclusive commitment between spouses. In summary, the Bible generally promotes sexual relations within the commitment of marriage, describing this as a way to honor God and maintain the purity and integrity of marriage. Different Christian denominations interpret these teachings slightly differently, but the emphasis on marriage as the appropriate place for sex remains consistent.